most of the time I felt high on fruit. I served 25 degrees today. Sauce come out. Kind of salad dressing formula. I'm gonna split it up into two. 228. First day of the detox. Let's go. Okay, so first thing we're gonna have is a water with key lime. Just squeeze that in here. We're going to have that first thing and a banana. So whilst I'm drinking that, I'll have my banana in a minute. I will be having coffee. Usually I would have minimum 2 to 4 cups a day. So for the last prep week, I would say what we've been doing is cutting it down quite dramatically. So I would have only just one. And I'd still already have withdrawal symptoms, especially headaches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have one coffee every morning this week for the first week, or maybe first half of the week. We'll see how I feel. So usually I would have cow's milk, but we went for almond because on this you can have nut milks. And I went for this one because it's actually got 3 ingredients only. The one I would drink before maybe has about 5, 6, 7 plus ingredients and ones I can't pronounce, which is just chemicals. And that is really what we're trying to avoid, is all the processed foods, all the chemicals. So we'll be trying to eat as natural as possible. There will be no sweetener. I usually would have like 5 sweeteners in here. So there'll be no sweetener, just coffee, a bit of that milk, and I will not have the coffee on an empty stomach. I'm gonna drink my water and have the banana first. The last few months I have been a bit off track, like very off track. So for those that are new here, hi. I actually lost 70 pounds by calorie counting last year or 2 years ago, I think now. And I managed to maintain that for a long time. And recent few months, I would say, my mental health's been a bit iffy. I've been going through a few personal things, so I've not been tracking my food, I've not been watching what I'm eating, not really going to my yoga, not going to my boxing, not really just keeping up with my habits. I feel like I've lost all my good habits that I've built up over time, because building habits doesn't just take, you know, one time. You have to keep doing it. So I'm hoping this will give me a complete reset and just start again. And I want to definitely think about what I'm introducing in my food instead of just eating whatever I was eating. So the 80-20 rule that I talk about in my other videos, I want it to be closer to that. So yeah, I'm hoping this reset will help me. So because I like to be organized, let me show you my Notion quickly and show you different ideas and different fruits and stuff like that I found. So week 1 will be only eating raw fruits, nuts, seeds and herbal teas. Week 2 will be the same, but we're adding raw vegetables as well. Week 3, we're able to cook the fruits and vegetables, and everything else stays the same. Week 4, we'll start introducing pulses and grains. And then on week 5, possibly introduce some meat and dairy. I've got like a little table here I've made. So you've got your fruits, and even some of these things I was surprised, like zucchini is actually a fruit, and you can actually eat them raw as well. Some ideas for juices, all the kind of milks I can drink, all the seeds and nuts, and I've highlighted in red is the highest. So almonds are high, pistachios, hemp seeds are the highest, 31.6 grams per 100 grams, just so I can have like a little visual of what I'm gonna have. Same with like herbs and raw veg when it gets to that stage. Okay, and then we've got some ideas here for smoothies, for snacks, salads, and different dressings and dips. Like I said, I like to be prepared. And we've got this kind of salad dressing formula, so sort of how to just construct your dressing. So it mainly needs an acid and a fat, and then the rest you can just sort of pick and choose however you want it to taste, whether it's spicy, sweet, etc. And then I've integrated a shopping list as well. So when I'm planning all my meals, I can just write a quick shopping list. Week 1, I've put a few ideas to what I'll be having. Same with week 2, week 3, week 4. And then I've got also here my why I'm trying to do this basically. So to create healthier habits and patterns, to possibly switch to either vegetarian, vegan, plant-based, I would say 80% of the time, to cleanse my body, reset, detox, clear it, and just sort of start fresh, decrease caffeine and junk and processed food. I want to improve my gut health in general, nails, skin, hair, cut my cravings. I'm a bit of a sugar junkie, so I I like sugar. Improve my mental health as well, and then just try and be more disciplined and start building that discipline in me. So to begin with, we're going to do like a little before picture slash video. I'm going to do a picture of my back as well because I've been getting these little kind of spots. I'm not sure what they are. I want to keep track of that, see if that gets any better. Obviously my weight, and a picture of my ring finger seems to just be flaring up. It's a form of eczema. I'll find it and I'll put it on the screen. And then how I'm going to track everything is energy levels out of 5, mood out of 5, and mental kind of well-being out of 5 every day. And then showing you what I'm eating and drinking. So I will be tracking calories, and that is definitely not for weight loss purposes because I'll definitely be under eating this in the next few weeks. It's more to check how many calories I can actually consume eating just vegetables, fruits, seeds, and nuts, especially the first few weeks. So that'll be interesting to find out. And then on a weekly basis, I'm going to track any sort of changes in my body, in my mind, do like a little weekly summary, little update. And then I've got like a little calendar view here where I'm going to track everything. That's it. That's my little Notion spread page. So prep-wise, for the last week, we've been going to different markets. We've bought loads of different fruits, papayas, passion fruits, guavas. Like, I've never tried these fruits, but it's been really nice knowing how many fruits are really out there because I've watched a few of these YouTube videos of people going on this detox and everything, and they're just like having banana, apple, grapes, orange, just having that the whole time. For me personally, it's too boring. I'm more adventurous in my food, and I like to cook. I like to eat even nuts and seeds, and just trying to prep ourselves and think about what there is to eat and what we can have instead of just going from eating everything to just, oh, let's just eat fruit, and then we don't even know what we can have, and you know, we just stick to the boring stuff. So I've prepped a litre of key limes and just regular water. I'll put that in the fridge. I'll have that throughout the day, and I'll also take it out with me because we're going to badminton soon, and I'm just going to eat my mixed watermelon salad that I've made yesterday. I'm going to split it up into 2. So I'm going to have some now, and then I'm going to save the rest for later. Oh, look at that. Perfect. On the way to badminton, I'm going to nibble on some of this. I'm going to finish this smoothie on the way to the veg stall. Found these little bananas. I'm not sure if they're fully ripe yet, so we'll let them ripen at home. It's definitely not fully ripe yet. The salad is actually really good. Maybe too much of cayenne. It's hitting the back of my throat. But it's actually really, really nice. Plus those little cherry tomatoes, they're quite flavourful. Not bad. So it's 9:20 and I'm going to have some sunflower seeds and a chamomile tea before bed. So day 1 is done. I have showed you quite a bit today. It's not probably going to be the same for the rest of the week because I didn't have the kids today as it was a bank holiday. So I definitely had a lot more time to film and stuff like that. So moving forward the rest of the week, I'll just be showing you snippets of what I'm eating and like the day summary, which I'm going to show you in a second, and we'll go from there. Okay, so this is what my day summary looks like. I'll be tracking my energy levels, mood and mental kind of well-being out of 5. So they are pretty high today, they're all 4s, and then any sort of notes. So I've had a coffee today, played badminton, energy levels maintained throughout the day. I didn't have an afternoon crash. So sometimes I'd have like an afternoon crash where I'd need that coffee in the afternoon. I'll just feel quite tired. Felt pretty satisfied food-wise. Didn't feel starved or anything. Drank about 1.5 litres of water. Ended the day on 1,250 calories roughly. 34 grams of protein, 125 grams of carbs, 47 grams of fibre. And I had 18 portions of my fibre a day. So that's it. We'll see you tomorrow. It is 1 o'clock. So for lunch we have some of that leftover salad I made yesterday, 3 apricots and an orange. So this whole shake has 583 calories, 15 grams of protein, 50 carbs and 14 grams of fibre. So I'm just going to have some now and then I'll put the rest in the fridge for later on. Finishing that shake from earlier and doing my day summary. So energy levels were 3, mood 3 and mental 4. I had my butt and my arms aching from the badminton, so it did slow me down a little bit, but it's not too bad. I had 1 coffee with almond milk and no afternoon crash, 1.5 litres of water again. Definitely more irritated today. I think it's just kids playing up, not listening. Quite stable energy levels. I have been craving a bit of hot food, but it is what it is. So I'm proud I actually said no to my favourite Costa coffee and a cigarette. I've recently stopped smoking, so feeling pretty good overall. Ended the day on 1,316 calories, 34.4 grams of protein, 145 grams of carbs, 29.6 grams of fibre and 16.6 portions of my 5 a day. This smoothie adds up to 351 calories and 11.2 grams of protein. Quick taste test. That's juicy and sweet and no peppers in there. My juicing partner, we're doing apple and cucumber. Is it nice? Do you like it? No? Which one do you like more?
Watermelon.
I don't think my fridge has ever looked this empty before, with not so much food in it. I've got all our juices ready. Cheers!
Cheers.
Do you like the watermelon one?
Yeah.
I think the hardest bit is making kids food and I can't have anything. Got mango and watermelon juice. Okay, so today we are getting into this coconut. We need to poke this hole. Once all the water is out, I'm going to crack it open. This is the purest coconut water you can get. That's actually really sweet. Let's get into that coconut. So we need to keep bashing it around and it should crack open. Doesn't want to open. Right, let's try this. Oh my lord, open up, will ya? It's cracked. Didn't take this long last time. Wow, finally. Right. So this is actually edible. There's just like an outer shell, so we can't eat this bit. Really don't let go, does it? Oh my. There it is. Look how good that looks. So I'm going to have some fresh coconut in a second. I love fresh coconut. I just wanted to show you that fresh coconut is quite high in calories. So for example, let's say this whole coconut, 228 is 800 calories. So that's like a big meal, really. Have this in moderation. Even if you're not tracking, just keep in mind that it's one of those higher calorie foods. Since I'm not eating much anyway, I'll chop this bit up and probably a bit more. I'll probably have this bit now, which is 71. And that works out 250 calories and 2.3 grams of protein, 2.6 carbs and 6 grams of fiber. So it is quite high in fiber. So that's a good thing. It is 7:30. Time to make a little salad. This came out pretty decent actually. Mint tea and pineapple to snack on before bed. Day 3 summary. Energy levels were 4, mood was 4, mental was 5, feeling good today. I had a coconut latte in the afternoon, a dull headache, had a pineapple. I think it definitely was not ripe enough and my finger was flaring up today. So I'm feeling quite positive, inspired, good energy throughout the day, and finished the day on 1,383 calories, 37.3 grams of protein, 127.1 grams of carbs, 45.2 grams of fiber and 13.6 portions of my 5 a day. That long yellow dress, I wish I could vote. Hey. Voices in my head, it echoes through the night. So for lunch we're having leftover salad from yesterday and lime water. It is 1:40. Okay, so today's smoothie is a bit tropical. We've got passion fruit, kiwi, mango, papaya, coconut and some seeds. And the total for this one is 512 calories, 13.7 grams of protein, nearly 40 grams of carbs, 17 grams of fiber. So I'll have some now and have some later. Zesty. Thick. That's good. I like it. Okay, so last night I passed out, so this is the day summary for yesterday. Energy levels, they did drop because I actually had no coffee. I went to sleep really early. I have been craving like hot food, just like temperature, just something warm. But I'm feeling quite optimistic and positive about the detox. And I do feel a bit lighter, like not necessarily weight, but like just feel more airy, if that makes any sense. And definitely like a strong body odor. I don't usually sweat that much unless I'm like exercising, but I can tell the difference. Maybe it's all coming out through the sweat. And we ended the day on 1,414 calories, 34 grams of protein, 160 grams of carbs and 33 grams of fiber, and I had 12 portions of fruit. Another day, another shake. This purple one. Save the other half for later. It is also 4:20. Dinner is served.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Day summary for today. Energy levels, again, 4 dropping up to 3. Mood 3, mental 3. I haven't had a coffee again today. It had a slight energy crash in the afternoon, but it definitely wasn't as bad as yesterday. I do feel more irritated today, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's the kids playing up. But I'm still feeling positive about the detox and planning like veg for next week. I'm watching some videos, doing some research, keeping the liquids to at least 1 litre a day. And I'm not particularly hungry, to be fair. So today we ended on 1,415 calories, 39 grams of protein, 199 grams of carbs, 50 grams of fiber, and 20 portions of fruit today. Day 6, some mint tea and lime water. Okay, so it's 9 and we're going to have this chia pudding I made last night with bananas, cashews, pumpkin seeds and a bit of raisins for sweetness. Since I haven't put any honey or obviously any sweeteners or anything in there, I don't know how it tastes. I've never actually had it before, so I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, so this is what's come out. Let's give it a taste test. Okay, so this is worked out to 427 calories, 13 grams of protein, 38 grams of carbs, and 11 grams of fiber. Let's see what the texture and taste is like. Okay, it's like having some cereal with breakfast. That is actually nice. It's got a bit, because I blended the chia seeds, it's got a bit of like a porridgey consistency, kind of like overnight oats. So this is actually really good. Game changer. And I think the raisins is adding a bit of that sweetness. So yeah, really good. What have you guys done? Okay. Wow, you have a lot of cars. So this is orange, mango and passion fruit.
Mummy, the present.
It is like 25 degrees today and we're going for a birthday picnic of my niece and sister. So this is on the way and I'll show you what I pack in a minute. Okay, so we've got some lime water, regular water, watermelon, the kids' water, and here I've weighed out my melon, watermelon and the honeydew one. Some for my partner, some loose fruits, and here I've weighed out some nuts and fresh coconut, and I want to pack them in these little bags. So satisfying when it fits just right. Already. I've also got some sunflower seeds to nibble on and some mixed different nuts. Okay, picnic time! This is so refreshing, especially in this heat.
Missing because last time my one dropped a couple of bits.
Okay, so today energy levels 4 going on to 5. Mood was 4, mental 5. I had quite a lot of energy today. I was really proud that I didn't fold and eat those wings because they were really good. My mum made those, so I know they're good, but I stuck to it. Definitely stronger body odor. We've done quite a bit of badminton, playing in the sun in the heat. Maybe all the toxins are coming out, and I'm feeling pretty positive and excited to start the next week. Moving on to veg. There was about 1,433 calories, 32 grams of protein, 199 carbs and 31 fiber, and had 22 portions of fruit a day. See you tomorrow. So it's 11:30. We're going to go shopping. Just made a berry shake. So for one glass will be 285 calories and 8 grams of protein. Oh, look at that. Colour is amazing. I'm starting to love these smoothies. Okay, so we've just been shopping for the next week. So I'll show you what we got from the veg market and from what we got from Asda, which they didn't have. So this whole tray actually cost me $1.99. So there is some that are like going off and moldy, but I can get rid of those, use some of the fresh ones and then freeze the rest for smoothies. Okay, so we've got loads of oranges, apples, tomato, raspberries, grapes. We've got 2 mangoes. We've got this corn, that's for the kids. Lemon, ginger, fennel for salads. Got some fresh herbs, dill, mint, parsley, and a little bag of onions and 2 cucumbers. And all of this has come up to $21.66, which I think is a really good price for all of that produce. In the rest of the shop, we've got chia seeds, sunflower seeds, cashews, pine nuts. Got some fresh beetroot for some juice, green beans, leeks, celery, carrots, spring onions, garlic, the pak choi, broccoli, those little tomatoes, all the different colours are so flavourful, love those. Passion fruit, romaine hearts, curly kale, wild rocket, and baby spinach. So all of these vegetables are going to be eaten raw. So I actually didn't even know you can eat green beans raw. And the pak choi as well, and broccoli. So I'm actually so excited to eat some salad. I'm not gonna lie, I've had a lot of fruits. And we'll also be able to put the kale and spinach into, and celery into some smoothies as well. Gonna nibble on these while I sort this shopping out. They literally taste like a garden, if that makes any sense. Alright, I'm all done. I don't think my fridge has ever been so full with fruits and veg. It is literally ram. There's even sweet corn on the door. So I'm still sorting out the shopping and the blueberries. So I thought I'd put them into good use. So there's a chia seeds pudding with cashews and blueberries. It's got a mixed fruit bowl and nuts for dinner, and it is 8:30. So we are making some vegetable noodles. We've got cucumber, leeks, zucchini, and carrots. This dressing for the salad. Guys, it's been a week. Wow. So day summary. Energy levels 4, mood 3, mental 3. I am a bit achy because I played a lot of badminton yesterday. Excited for the next week. We've done some shopping. Energy levels are still pretty high. Maybe I'm high on fruit. I don't know. I didn't drink enough water today. I know for sure. Had a slight headache, so that could be why. A little bit more irritated today, but I'm really proud. I've managed to do the whole week so far. So we've ended the day on 1,118 calories, 31.7 grams of protein, 130 grams of carbs, and 33 grams of fiber, and I've had 14.5 portions a day. Okay guys, so week 1 is complete. I'm actually really proud I managed to do a whole week. So I wanted to do like a weekly summary, something similar that I did on the day summaries, just to round things off, and I've made some notes, so anything I've sort of realised over the week, then I just wrote it down to let you guys know and see how it's all gone. Let's start with calories. So I did track this, not for weight loss purposes, which I did lose weight, which I'll tell you in a second. Not necessarily to lose weight, but to see on average how many calories I would actually be consuming, because you'd think fruits, obviously they're quite low in calories, but remember that you can also eat nuts and seeds, and those are sources of protein and fats. So on average, I was intaking about 1,300 calories, I'd say, over the week, about 30 grams of protein, about 30 grams of fiber, and about 200 grams of carbs per day, which is not too bad. It's a little bit lower on the protein side, but again, it's just eating fruits and nuts. So I think it's still not too bad. I was quite surprised that I even went over 1,000 calories in the whole day. So weight loss, I'll try and input a little picture here. So I did lose 10.3 pounds, which is about 4.6 kilograms. A lot of that is probably water weight from obviously all the food I was eating before. I don't see a huge difference physically, more on the scale as of this time. But obviously we're just 1 week in. Next week will be veggies and fruits raw, and then the week after that will be cooking. Excuse the airplane. Joys of living near an airport. What was I saying? Next week we'll be adding raw veg, so we'll be having raw veg and fruit, and then the week after that, the 3rd week, is cooked fruit and veg, so, and raw if you want it. I'll be updating this every week to see how it all goes. Now, I legit, for the first week, most of the time I felt high on fruit. I'm not gonna lie. The energy was high. On only fruits and nuts and seeds, I had more energy than when I was just eating all my regular food and meat and dairy and pasta, rice, all that stuff. So the energy has definitely been high. And I've discovered a whole new way of eating, like a raw vegan diet. I like to be creative with my food. I don't like to, as you would have seen throughout the whole week, I don't like to eat the same thing every day. I just like to do a bit of research and just find things out. Fruitarians, they just eat fruit and they survive, they're fine. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of it is in our head, or in my head. I used to think I love a lot of food. Even when I was on my weight loss journey, I would find substitutes. So like, instead of having rice, I'd have cauli rice, so I can have like 3-4 times as much to fill me up. And I just always thought that I needed a lot of food, and I think I've just proved myself wrong, and that's all in my head really, because I've not really been feeling so hungry. Like there's moments where I've been feeling, I want to eat something, and then I'll have something and I'm fine. So one tip, if you are going to do this, is try and spread your food out so you don't get to the point where you're like starving, because that's when you might fold and you might grab something else. So I'd recommend try and have like that kind of breakfast, lunch and dinner and a couple snacks, just to kind of keep you going throughout the day. So definitely a mental cleanse as well as physical. I feel more peaceful, if that makes any sense. It's definitely taught me more discipline, because the last few months I haven't really been myself fully. I've just kind of been in this hole and just been eating crap, to be honest with you, and like just not in a good place. And I wanted to go back to tracking because I felt like that kept me accountable, and I couldn't even stick. I tried to, and I couldn't even stick to 2,000 calories a day. I just kept on overeating. So I feel like this is definitely giving me a bit more discipline and a bit more routine, and hopefully built a few good habits. Well, over 1 week, but over the next 3 weeks, hopefully that will help as well. Definitely more regular bowel movements, something I need to mention. Now, it was definitely weird not cooking, because I'm a foodie, I love food, and I would cook every day usually. I've been saving on gas, let me tell you that, on my cooker, because I've just hardly been using it. I think doing this for a week, I think I have a bigger appreciation for food in general. I've discovered so many different new fruits, and obviously now moving on to veg, I'll be trying all sorts of different vegetables. And it's just given me a bit more appreciation for food, to be fair. So that's another thing. I will definitely in the future consider more what I'm buying, and definitely include more fruits as snacks, rather than like, you know, the protein bars or the fiber one bars, or things like I would buy before that are just packed in sugar. If it's not sugar, it's sweeteners, and just chemicals and things I can't pronounce. Like I actually looked at, before I started this, I actually looked at the fiber one bar, yeah. And at the back, and the ingredients list was endless, and like half of it I couldn't even pronounce. So because I've been doing all this research and about the chemicals in our foods and processed foods and what they do to them to make them like quite addictive, I have learned a lot. So I'm going to be thinking twice what I buy in the shops. And also with my kids, like I'm going to introduce, even though they love fruits and I've always given them fruits because I like it myself, they've been more exploring as well, trying juices with us, trying different fruits, So I think moving forward, that will definitely help us and help them eat better and healthier, and hopefully introduce them to new food. And also for the first 3 days, I had 1 coffee with almond milk, no sugar sweeteners, and then I've had nothing since then. So I felt like I needed to wean myself off a little bit of the caffeine, because when I tried that first day, I had such a headache. So the first 3 days I had coffee and then I had nothing. Also, if you have done a detox or cleanse, let me know in the comments and share your journey as well, and hopefully other people can read it and then we all get some ideas of each other. And also, if you have any food ideas for me, I would appreciate that. Put them in the comments as well, and I'll be trying them out. But that's it for this week, so I'm going to wrap this up here, and the second week I will also document it the same way, and it will be a whole other video, otherwise we'll be sitting here all day. I just also wanted to put a little disclaimer that I'm not a professional, not a dietitian, doctor, anything like that. It's just my personal experience, my personal journey, and I'm not advising you to eat how I am, or that if you do, you're going to get the same results. So take what you want from this experience and maybe consult a doctor or something before you do it yourself. So don't forget to subscribe, like, all the good stuff, and I'll see you in the second week. If you're interested in calorie counting, then you should watch this video, or this one, how I meal plan.